IGC News, Meba Obibia Akwaba. Ahadia latest and hot news Ekwa and Amide Bremo. Anuti se wunyan subscribe to the channel now. Bomodia say over subscribe to the channel. Dobe ya say over click the subscribe button. Now we barely notification. We are sa video be upload with the first person out with sa ebeka sa video. After we are now like you give us a thumbs up. Nothing. Share my offer now when you be here now we'll do and similar Akoto Ewo Ghana Memohano. I think when they are and similar Abeto Yaposo. A year and Asante Bediatuo the host and Sibi a month for a Casewa which is Yabona Rutoni Ade. Nanuna Kweku Annan. What they and similar to Kwaku Annan said the Koku apply one chance yet. What they say, no, the man will be Ghana for Kuma, long for some movie. And then when I would die, and a coconut or the crowd was so in your country was so good night. And a coconut worth for papa was the agenda 111 episode. Young funny Ghana memoir no maji IRA. So say more hospitals are betting a man of what more funny Ghana memoir. And a Akufo Addo any Asante Bediatuo the any coconut you want to passa. And a coconut to be the morning when you pa. Now coconut the ensemble na and atuya. And Tentamara, yes, Sembrano, Yellow Tree and a catchy Yakuti, and somewhere, Kweku Annan,
Asante Bediatuo. And Ghana Sika Hudwo, in the government of NPP. Ni Nara, just say, you who be femfano, Waka Hubie, Nana Asante Bediatuo. Oh, or you one such an arrogant, despicable fellow, on or down. Yana Adrians who were young such in Pebia. This rock, a bottom for. And the one and Asante Bediatuo won we ye have more twina mo de ade no won we ye Moses Ghana sika na mo de Ghana sika te some ya bodamfo a mo nim ochineti ene ochena sema hu and na wo da America wo gya yare and na wo Asante Bediatuo yare na wo ya nche be den wo ya chen ade Professor Thomas onwi Professor Emisa Atta onwi enti wo na ye den Asante Bediatuo me say owu na ye den is useless people. Won say na Bediatuo nhu akadwe mu. Onyankopon wo kwan ofa so ye na ade na. Now, Afriyie nhwade wa. Nana Asante Bediatuo at crossroads, suffering from some ailments be and currently receiving treatment in the United States of America. And Nana Asante Bediatuo so yare into ono wada America hospital wa Wajya yare minyana nche bibia heti ne ko achi a na eno ana obekwa na woko amamoyefo a all the enemies of the state sa na ese yem ene na Asante Bediatuo se den eye no. Now questions on my mind are: one, why Nana Asante Bediatuo still in the United States receiving treatment from the US health sector? E di enti na Nana Asante Bediatuo da so da America or jar ayarehwe or to hoye den. Why? E di entia. Why? Can't he be treated here in Ghana? Yentimi mehwe ne Ghana ha. Yentimi. If yes, is he there? Me say yentimi ana. If yes, why is he there? Si ebetimi ahwe no a, why Nana Asante Bediatuo eda so da America hospital? Why? If no, why? Intimi hwe ne Ghana ha. Na fi baby sir. Where is the NPP agenda 111? Ewe himfa. Agenda 111 ewe him. So this brings the question: how has the NPP built our health sector to be able to forestall such situations? Agenda 111 ewe himfa. Where is it? Munkofa na Asante Bediatuo metra Ghana ne yenhwe no. Me say munkofa na Asante Bediatuo metra Ghana kolebu wo ho. Comfort not you rich hospital munkofa na mra. Mwadwene mahu who say God has exposed all of you and he's one of such a wicked guy in this government. I had a problem with him some time ago. Asante Bediatuo. And Ghana sika hudwo in the government of NPP. Ni nara just say ye hu be bi mfemfa no wo ka hu bie. Nana Asante Bediatuo. Oh or you one such an arrogant, despicable fellow. On what that hono. Yana na adrian is wo nyansa chi ni pebia. This rock. This rock.
You are watching Juicy News on YouTube.
And the one who
news all time.
And Asante Bediatuo one who we ye. Have more dwene na mo de ya de no. One who we ye. He thinks that he got the nerves. He's the best Ghanaian that anybody in the government of MPP. And when any day Akoto no. And then who said yes, we're in a church that God is the supreme. He's the Lord God, he who was and is to come. He has the power today, tomorrow, and all. Where? Utumi way. Nana Asante Bediatuo was sorry. Otumi issue green paper. One way, Otumi issue green paper. Green paper. You will you be at once. And the one out there hono. And the one out there ne dwentini. And the Bible ne catch him no. Wasi onipa kona ko sua nyansa efri de ben ho aboa ben ya aboa ben ni Yankopon se enipa nko sua nyansa efri ne ho o se aboa ntatia ohu aboa ntatia kro wo nyansa chance akwa na the screen is no se mahu wo smoothness level enna atubiga justice atubiga kind o wo real size yare reduce you to nothing except to call you a rat to mop the floor. I don't give a hook. In fact, so we are and the woman when you go here and now they tell America, Bragana ni Anjao. Madam, call Bediatuo to come to Ghana, ni Anjano. So bet me Yarasa, and more junior Mudi Juma, and more bonnet, and Musu fear a woman team, Moses Sagana Sika in Anamudi. Moses Ghana sika na mudi Ghana sika te some ya bodamfo a munnim ochinechi ene ochena sema hu and na wood America wo dia yare na mumisa se sika be ne de hwe no ho ono ni sika na Ghana fo sika onyankopon hu no mobo we na nya asem no wakoto no wo bona so be firi ho e mo ba ti ato na wo de afi no so ko abodamfo we ye chini nyampo no still Oni nua Akufo Addo still cannot and feel say no Ghana is at the crossroad. There be one person nipa wu more, one person de yare ejayem, one person de kidney cancer and all kinds of ailment. One de Ghana for answer on be call mako. Any galamsey no mgusu with Amerikatuo no. Omu nya ene. Ene wa Asante Bediatuo yare. Na wu ya nche be den, wu ya chen. Ada Professor Atamas onwi. Professor Emisa Atta onwi. Enti wu na ye den. Asante Bediatuo me say owu na ye den. Nonsense. Ade na mo fa nipa nom esa, ade na mo fa nipa yenkoa sa, ade na mo ma nipa edi areho, mo ma Ghana fo twa adwo sa, ade boni a Ghana fo no be ya ne say wo metimi akosa lie, ne ama mutumi se monye, na munya tumi ni wi then the likes of Bediatuo no would display arrogance, impudence, and all sorts of characteristics. Oh, Zene, Bediatuo, one out of honor. We see Kabebrebe near where he moved to talk in Yapadia, and Yapadia Chamwisha said, Bam, and the Sikanasua, Mudi to Ton Yapadia, dining DBD ma, and man says someone to be new warm. Namnia de, and May, as someone to be new warm, and a Mudi Scanema girls, no girls, so did this canna, girls, so they come up boys, and almost so hot woman say, hey. Into Ghana is Ghana, and one says cycles are in between. We know it's useless people. One said, "Na Bediatuo, unwa kedwemu. Onyankopon wo kwan ofa so ye na ade nya." One a ugina New York wa, e moja bofa utrimu a pam and one. How many surgeries? And ya ye no. Munko bisa no say, how many surgeries? And omaye Bediatuo and odeda ho no. Simahu, boni so aketua e yo wuo. Nyame na mekan. Unyakopon kana semato na osoro ni asase ntumi ntwi mfa so da o se boni aketua eyowuo na wo bre ebeso enche Akufo Addo leave a good legacy ema Ghana what na wankasa no wokra no umre na esu awo leave a good legacy baby won fie dure 80 something and as saying the akawa ni asasabra nko na mo bo wo mem ha e na mo say Ghana nsuo ye twe nsuo ni enua no eguo na yes say water is life. Listen, water is life. So your inability to protect our waters, what it means is that you want to kill Ghanaians so softly and so beautiful. Really, may the Lord God, he who was and is to come, defend the territorial sovereignty of this country and protect the citizens of this country until his coming. Our special report on organized labor crashed down by political undertones. Organized labor frontlines suffered a setback due to political influence and machination, all encapsulates in the Japade blueprint. Organized labor for Jamaica say, not just say, I come barely some hours from now. Not just say, they will bring this whole nation, government, they will, a standstill. They will stop government from running, as of said, hours from now. But unfortunately, organized labor, one more front line. You break it honya, abino in a year, sir. Neno na make a choice, say, Monday, na make a choice, say, Tuesday for, you're the one I say near day show. But some of us knew this was in the making. Why? Because blueprint. Tonight, many Ghanaians hope dash off, as earlier, the anticipated organized labor was going to act as the last line of defense, Omega, to rescue Ghana's natural resources, including water bodies, at crossroads. But unfortunately tonight, anger, despair, anguish, and disappointment stare at the faces of many Ghanaians, leaving the much-anticipated nationwide strike, or if you like, the nationwide groundbreaking strike in limbo.
YouTube. Hot news all time.
Folks,
you are watching Juicy News on YouTube. Hot news all time.
There be Anyeduma. Woma breaki woma front line. Kwa be so no mo fa yes adno. Woma troni na wo document mu de. Enti won say ayarefo no omo te omo so na bibi besi a ne abetro document no bibi besi a za na no organized labor for no yebede ne wusi na bibi besi so yabetro book mu de dada. Ehin ne yebe kan no wo document ni bia mo am wo bi no ko page 8. Page 8 of the document, move on to screen is page 8 of the document, and almost say then. Or say, sponsor elections of candidates to TNE. Sponsor elections of candidates to execute positions of key labor unions, such as NATS, NAGRAT, UTAC, TUTAC, GMA, etc., so they can influence the appointment of enterprise trustees and enterprise investments limited as trustees or fund managers of the tier 2 and 3 pension funds of those labor unions. What are you? One organized labor and penny adia yede what it means is another one. And what it means is that all the organized labor in Penifona Mudeda across the nationwide, a kwanya a fence sa enipakui mafia si efa so ne se afi won mo hwe se mpenimfo no be beto mo so aba no won mo ko support sa mpenimfo no bi se be ya won be ba mo diem afi eba ne nyoma bi a organized labor for se womo eka editi aban na enam so womo sponsor womo ma sa mpenimfo ni na no enye womo tididi mu ewini sa positions no wono mu ntumi nkase nti aban na ene eda ho Simahu. And to say here can say the organized labor on the front line sharply divided. Yeah. Including some unscrupulous high-ranking government officials, some CEOs, and them at say meteorology for chief executive was saying or not catch the workers of Matthew said. So be a join us nationwide strike now. Say any parent consider no say why then wasak na me say papa what bodam you are sick. Matthew for director say who tie me what bodam we are sick, you need a psychiatric observation. What say we are bodam for including why say akwa na oda gi okno mo friend say na nua na wo hwe na pantai say the yare asi twa no mfoni a na me fi so bewu mo friend papa ne say me refi ni din kura ma den ko fiduma maxo ko fiduma bodam for what bodam Maxo Kofituma, Mena Mekacho, me say what bodam, you are sick. What yare? What siafo, any nim nyansa, a bodam for nation wreckers and enemies of the state. What bodam what? Mabu bodam. What we say, all of you, including Matthew, the meteorological department, Penina Wahonum, we will say workers, Mupa won't try. A bottom for what we say, you are doing this in support of a political party, not in support of rescuing a nation. We here, plus those out there, we are defending the territorial sovereignty of Ghana. We are defending the territorial ground, the ground and the land. The land constitute our forest reserves, constitute our water bodies, and we are defending the territorial waters. Our territorial waters constitute the land and the natural resources. We are defending the territorial sovereignty of the airspace. What about you? What about you, Maxwell Kofi Dwuma, Enisa Matthew Department Chief Director? And more abundant for evil people, nation wreckers, enemies of the state. Munya ensuring say. Nensoni say ya na majema bodamfo munni ene musi mpenimfo te se mo a mubewo make mu wananawafo abodamfo. Very sick people. I'm very angry tonight. Very angry. Ada na mo jimi sa mpenimfo te se mo na mo jimi anyansa ni mutremo metro director me na make cho we jimu nim nyansa. Go and tell those workers say so omuko wo manko koyi wo madi na wo mfi aka sen. Yama wa 59 days to go. Officer, I'll be one. Any government that will come to power. When they send you back, you be chase away from officer. I swear God. Some penny way. Me say after 7 December, 8 or 9, run out of your office. Mama, that promise. You be bow so you didn't. You be chase you. Will harass you to say obey Johnny. Matthew director, listen. So what bother more? Who need to me? I'm telling you. The nation Ghana belongs to the citizens, power to the people, and we will defend this country through to power. And I'm saying, and some phone I'm do more, and some phone name kwasiakeka, namu nim nyansa, and penny 40 somewhere, but Bobra, Namoba Ghana, assassination in a Ghana. Ibizamo, one metro pedino, let's say in a Ghana, and we'll show the picture for Metro Mammy. Meteorological department head. Move show the picture. Let's name and shame him. On the Maxo Kofi Dwuma. Move from a picture some quick. And some phone at the 24. Namu nim nyansa. Anybody who you think, Kweku, I'm not doing it right. I'm sorry. Pardon me for this because I'm angry. If you don't think you have to be angry more than I'm angry, sit there. How many days, weeks? And sure, me yitre munara. None of Ghana's water. And ubia ubenyensu papa. At least, let me say this to you, Zeme. My father was once Ghana water penipa. All right? And to Ghana, and so be in my minimum abakwasem. And yet time for me to say this. And so be in my minimum abakwasem. At least be sure. When Mimi father and then the Netherlands echo constructed River Ayensu in Konyako. Muamwo Konyako, anybody wako Konyako. Kona kwashe River Ayensu. In those days, in the 70s. In Sia, ubetim jaye bibia. And then revaye nsu ete saying, Maseno. Everywhere, Maseno. And more drinity, a bodama drinity, mudi shushe gold, musini muni. Muni metro director, the picture from Remy. Muni shushe emfremna. Yen fan and tosna Ghana for who say, at the 24 bina, women to defending Ghana. Rather, they are defending their political parties, including organized labor. Event say secretary no. Omutia tetwi and omuso nyansa ba ko say enu omutrim nyansa ebi no omutrim e 24 abodamfo. But you see, I can give a thumbs up to persons like Professor Agyapong.
You are watching Juicy
Such
News
persons
on
who believes that look, the nation must go on strike. And then ahimfunya kasa monte. Ahimfunya kasa bi. Monte is ahimfo. And so kasa. Professor Agyapong spoke. Guess what? Organized labor for no quarter on bay meeting. Or no secretary to organize labor. No, I ain't not drinking that. And so no banner, no kutane prepared speech. Meanwhile, it must be a consensus, and we know. No, already no government in paying for I secure. Ni may be ready that. A crumb for criminals and rogues, rascals and ragamuffins and good for nothing. Mumientia Professor Agyapong, when we are meeting, assembly or the two press in him. Take a listen to this.
We even wanted to be given the opportunity to say that, well, if this is the route to go, then let us even subject government to straight deadlines. They said they will not let us talk.
Does that suggest that even in the meeting you were not allowed? In the meeting we were not. I mean, I made my first point. Others, a few people spoke, and if you are speaking, then the chairman gets up and says he doesn't want you to talk. And so, if you want to make further suggestions, we didn't finish the meeting, and they called you guys to be to join the meeting. So we did not finish with our discussion before we realized they had called the media in, and so the meeting did not end. Then they just got up to read the statement that had been prepared already. Are we to see you type on strike tomorrow? Well, we are going to meet this evening. We have voted already. The 16 public universities have all voted unanimously and overwhelmingly to say that they want to go on an industrial action. And we don't care about what disorganized labor wants to do. We would be the conscience of Ghana. We will defend Ghanaians and we will ensure that we defeat this fight. We will defeat this existential threat that confronts all of us. If disorganized labor would not want to do it, we will do it.
For example, is it fair to describe the leaders of organized labor as being incompetent to describe the
given the kinds of things that happen here? Okay, you do not call a meeting and then go with a prepared speech. Otherwise, prepared speech that are conclusive. The speech has its own conclusion. We had not spoken, we had not discussed, and then you came, and then when we had not even discussed it, so we are calling off the strike. On what basis? What was the basis? Means you sat in the comfort of your bedroom with the politician who manipulated you to come and read this to us. I mean, they have people they can manipulate, but not some of us. Thank you. I am upset. I do not want to cross the line. So let us do that. We have made it here. They do not want us to be organized. They do not want unity. And I'm saying that if they don't want to go on this tangent of fighting against this existential threat, we will.
Great. Professor Yao Jampu, University of Ghana, Political Science Department, no Okasa. You know, already no, Massa, Ebufu, Ewenipem, Enipa Buefu. It is a mood declares, a year emergency near Fan Hall to Nioma, na Ayadeng. I mean, reading and cylinder message. Good evening, Kweku. What is the meaning of what organized labor did? Is that money has changed hands. Hey, Ghanaians should not forget money is not everything. Oh. They should be careful. God is watching. Or see, we are not angry enough. And I tend to agree with her. We are not angry enough. Now, Misa. Method department. Meteorological or say whatever. Matthew for director no. Or he need even for two screens, mommy. One warning. He's giving a warning. Say mobia onye. Papa Penimu, a full-grown ass man, this guy, a full-grown ass man, and he got the nerves and threatening the office of Matthew. Say, Obia kosa strike na, sa papa nipa krono, on consider no ho say why den. Say why den, we yin wedi. Na wa meka we anan ye dey. Amwa useless man. Wa meka we an Papa Penimu fitinity. Yet he's not considering Ghana's forest reserves and water bodies being destroyed. He got the nerves threatening people in that office. Oh, but I'm not this office near Odia. Sooner rather later, in the countdown of 59 days, you will walk out of the office. And I will personally make sure, Papa, will you be chasing with dream war? I'm telling you, go to hell with. You be chasing with dream. I'm a new Johnny in America. And I kind of feel that on the 7th to 8th, I'll be who say MPP co-position will be no one made mobium. You are defending your political party and not the nation. Now MPP NDC ebe free ho, NPP ebe free ho. What about the nation Ghana? Ombaino eti hoda. And so I know 13 workers no. Mumfa Kofi Dwuma somra. No so shegio. Na wo Kofi Dwuma no a na nuya na wa bodwe and then he looks nice. Look at him with his reddish eye. Kofi Dwuma, Nyankopon ya adoma Friday ne menya time de amano. Wono to also threaten say waka bia obeden obeko strike no be yinedi Kofi Dwumai. Let me tell you, who need power. Now wo the ama wo te ho a wo dwa wonum no say wo ni president Akufo Addo mo ye den mo ye ayi kan zen enokra mo kan example mo ye nkontafo meboa ana Kofi Dwuma eni o man pani Akufo Addo mo ye nkontafo sa na te odi ani Akufo Addo oye oden. Oh come on, mo fan so ho me anu ya wate na nye de ehunie mo fan so ho me anu ya ho ana mo san fon a mo di Ghana na nua na wo pictures and in all over social media. A lot of Ghanaians, including some of us, we sympathize him and was why nipa ono Kofi Dwuma so why nipa eti ho e dia kakabensam ne san fon ne nkwase akeka a yan mpenifo wo mu na so abopopra more than 60 years old and so mu nim nyansa edwedwentifo mu so mu nim bi yense ya de nko a na mo mutu owotu e ba na o kidney kra ho wo so wo liver kra ba na ho so enso no be ko fa no. What is going on in this country? No, what is going on? What is going on in this country? Why? Why do you think, say, Mamo, a few unscrupulous beings, useless rocks, are buying 8 years? 8 years near the Mamono, ya wa nye banchi, a guswaya body. And so, Aden, Hana Mutiti nipa say, Edia Sembe Nkrenzunie.
Yo, eti for winning and somewhere Kweku Annan Bediatuo ni bu Elfuye papa say what to be money a year Akufo Addo na Asante Bediatuo ni gina yese eye na Asante Bediatuo a opupi wa America be mu Boakye Agyarko na Ghana fo bi na dodo na ebo eye aruto de na akoye ensem bebre because GC News so na wo he no say we can subscribe ya wo mo dia say obe subscribe to channel sanse hadie latest and hot news nkwa Aremeyaw Anas Afriyie no like if you like the video na fi share ma ofofro so na we be here na we hu ensema koso wo Ghana man mu han also betimi achere wadwen Afriyie so we nyina ho wo comment box ni obeti nka bi in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.